Well, the African Center for Energy Policy is alleging that the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation is seeking to assign interest in some of Ghana's oil blocks to Jubilee Oil Holdings, a company registered in the tax haven of the Cayman Islands. ACEP claims its checks have revealed that this company is registered with Dr. K.K. Sapon, CEO of the GNPC, and Freddie Blay, board chairman of the GNPC, as directors. These allegations were leveled by ACEP's policy lead for petroleum and conventional energy, Kojo Yauche, at a news conference. There is more in the following report.
The alleged transaction relates to GNPC's quest to acquire 7% commercial interest in oil blocks. GNPC in 2021 announced moves to acquire the said interest, adding that to be transferred to its subsidiary company. ACEP, however, claims that discovered that GNPC rather intends to assign the interest to Jubilee Oil Holdings.
ACEP supports the acquisition of the 7% interest in the Jubilee and 10 fields. However, the right processes must be followed in respect of Ghanaian laws and proper corporate governance practices that project GNPC among its peers on accountability benchmarks. In addition, how the corporation has become broke from a strong cash position in the early years of oil production is a major subject for government's attention. Otherwise, additional interest will not necessarily produce a better corporation. Again, the PRMA reflects the country's philosophy on the management of petroleum resources. It is not the enemy of GNPC. The corporation must find ways to fit into that philosophy to advance the overall national interest, rather than the attempts to evade the dictates of the PRMA with convoluted schemes such as the new efforts to relocate assets in Ghana to the Cayman Islands.
Mr. Yauche has been given some additional details regarding its search on Jubilee Holdings.
GNPC, at the time of communicating to the public, knew that its intention was to assign the interest to a company called Jubilee Oil Holdings Limited, registered in the Cayman Islands, with Dr. K.K. Sapon and Mr. Freddie Blay as directors. ACEP's search has not yet ascertained the beneficial owners of Jubilee Oil Holdings. It is important to note that the representation of the CEO and board chair of GNPC with their names in the General Registry of Cayman Islands is not enough proof that GNPC is the owner of Jubilee Oil Holdings. However, in the absence of evidence on shareholders of Jubilee Oil Holdings, we proceed with the assumption that GNPC owns the company. While the corporation has not provided public information on the strategic essence of this approach, the unofficial explanation received by ACEP indicates that the corporation intends to use the offshore company to pay off the loans for the acquisition before the interest reverts to Exploco.
GNPC or government has not commented on these allegations.